Hello, 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 ladies, friends. How's it going? Hold on. I got to click some buttons here. I am trying something new today. Well, okay. So I haven't been on live in a while. So I thought I would come on and say hello. I've kind of been a little out of pocket this week. I have been a part of the Success Reimagined. I attended a virtual conference. And so, you know what I learned about myself throughout this week is that when I'm learning a lot, I'm an introvert, right? So when I'm learning a lot, I like to kind of go in my cave, so to speak, and you know, and process all that I'm learning. And I don't really feel like posting a whole lot. So I didn't post a whole lot this week. So the conference ended yesterday and I've had some time to kind of sit with what I learned. And I wanted to just share that with you and come on and say happy Friday. What are you celebrating? You know, I love to celebrate on Fridays. It's Friday Celly. And so what are you celebrating? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. What am I celebrating? I am celebrating just really getting so much more clarity. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. And oh, just in case we don't know each other, my name is Melissa Kellogg Lueck, and I am the queen of helping women make money and achieve financial freedom through entrepreneurship, but doing it with joy and on their own terms. And so that's what I've been doing for the last almost 19 years now. In March, it'll be the 19th anniversary of my business, Avanti Business Academy for Women. And yeah, so that's what I love doing. And speaking of queens, clarity is queen. And so that's really, I think, what I want to talk with you about today. Because this week for me, in this being a part of this summit, was all about gaining more clarity. And I really am realizing how powerful clarity is. And so, you know, if we don't feel like we have a lot of clarity, we can like sit down at our desk to do our work, and we're like, well, I don't know what I should be focusing on. I know I need to bring in clients, but I'm not quite sure how I'm doing that, or I'm not quite sure what's working. And so oftentimes we can have those places in our business where we are lacking in clarity. And so I wanted to just talk about that a little today and really think about where you are super clear. Because for me, my mind can so easily go to all the things that aren't clear in my business and about, you know, my client journey or about my outreach, my marketing. But I want you to just really focus in on what you are clear on, right? And so, and that's really what this week was for me, is just about gaining more clarity, and not by thinking about all the places where I'm unclear, but thinking about all the places where I am clear and leaning into that. And one of the speakers that was part of this, her name is Barry Baumgartner, and she talked about how clarity is created from knowing, and really that inner knowing, right? And so I love that idea that if we are accepting a lot of inputs, right, then we are allowing a lot of that to muddy up our clarity, or muddy our waters, right? But if we want to be crystal clear, oftentimes we have to go inside, because my friends and ladies, listen to me, you don't need any more knowledge. You know enough. What we do need is to spend time really discovering what we do know. What is our inner knowing telling us about our business? You know, who we want to serve, how we want to serve them, what is the recipe that we use to help them get the results that we are helping our clients with. And so just thinking about those areas where we are most clear. And so there's 3 things that I want to really just help you to pull out 3 areas I want you just to help you pull out clarity in. And number 1 is, where are you clear on who you serve and how you serve them, and your recipe for helping them get success in the result that you're promising, right? And so I really thought a lot about that in my own business this week. Like, where am I clear? And then when I look at that and I examine that inner knowing, that creates that clarity. And then that also creates confidence. And then I can, clearly go out and speak to who I serve, how I serve them, and how I help them to, what is my recipe for success. And I'm just looking at my notes here. And so that's the first part, right? So the second area of clarity that I would really, where I was getting clarity, and where, I want my clients to all have clarity, you to have clarity as well, is on your outreach to your people, to your best fit clients. Like, what does your outreach look like, and how can we simplify it and amplify it from there, right? So I love, so Success Reimagined is hosted by eWomen Network. I'm a managing director of the Northern Colorado chapter of eWomen Network. And the organization was founded by Sandra Yancey, her husband, Kim Yancey, and also her daughter, Brianna Day, we're all speakers. And Brianna is an amazing digital marketing and content strategist. And so one thing she talked about is like just really simplifying your outreach, simplifying your marketing. And Sandra talked about this too, how, just simplify down to one path, right? One pathway to creating clients, to creating revenue. And, not trying to be in all the places all the time, but really simplifying and owning the one thing that you're doing. And so, and I like to teach this in my way, where we think about, how are we bringing in new people into our, what is the outreach that's bringing in new people into our network? And maybe just having 3 specific ways that you do that, whether it's networking or social media or speaking, right? Those are 3 of mine. And then how are we nurturing those relationships, whether that's email marketing, I have a podcast. That's the way I nurture relationships. And then finally, what is the 3 ways that you're nurturing and building those relationships? And so really creating clarity and simplicity in that outreach will help you to know exactly, have that focus, know exactly what you're doing each day, each week, each month to create the result that you want to create for the year in your business. And then finally, the third place that I want to encourage you to have, and what I learned this week around clarity, is clarity in your messaging, right? Clarity in how you enroll people and let them know, help them to understand what you do. And so they know if it's for them, and or they know how to refer you to others. And I think sometimes we meet someone new. And this was my question to Sandra. I got coached by her. And this was my question to her, because she talked about, this clarity. And my question to her was like, we meet someone new and they ask us, what do we do, or what our business does? And we want to go and rattle off all the things, right? Like, I do this. And we use a bunch of like industry specific words, and we confuse people, right? Have you ever been there? And so I want to just encourage you, and what I'm working on as well, is like really getting clear and simple in my messaging. And just so people can understand what I do, how I do it, and if it's for them. Like, how can you do that in 11 words or less? One of my other mentors, that's what she says. It's like 11 words or less. How can you tell people what you do so they understand if it's for them or for someone they know? And so that clarity, anytime, and I think clarity is a journey. It's never like, oh, we've arrived at clarity. Everything is crystal clear. I've got it all figured out. I don't think that's necessarily where we're going. But I think clarity is a journey, and we can continue to hone in and focus in. And if this is something that you need assistance with or would like to bounce ideas off me, and I can help you get this clarity. This is something that I love doing with my clients, to really help them focus in on what they most want and how we're going to get them there and all the steps to take. And it gives that crystal clear path. And so if that's something that would be helpful to you, feel free to reach out to me in the comments here, or message me in the DMs, and I'm happy to set up a conversation. We can chat. We can even chat in DMs. That's fine too, because clarity is queen. And I really think the more clear, I've been talking about this first 100 days of the year and how important it is to set ourselves up for success for the year. And this is one of the main things that I'm working on, and I'm working on with my clients, is this clarity, this piece of clarity on, who we're serving and how, what our outreach is to them, and the message that we're putting out into the world. And if we are working on clarity in those three areas, I know for sure that you can create all the clients, all the revenue that you want much more easily and simply this year. And that's what I hope for you and for me as well. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a fabulous Friday, Sally day today. And I will see you again next time. Bye.